So I am basically testing to see if OBS is working. Well, not. This is kind of a test, kind of not a test, because I don't want to hear echo. So I'm basically testing if my OBS is working correctly. It's not stuttering. And if this holds out for long enough, I will try to stream Atomic Heart. But we shall see. For now, I am editing one of the chapters because I've been on an editing kick for like the past few days, well, day or two, because I need to get back into writing. So editing is where I thrive, and that is what I will be doing. So as long as OBS holds out, you guys can watch me edit. Okay, so everything seems to be functioning. I haven't seen any major issues, but who knows when that will be. I could just jinx myself. So, don't want that in the book. The course follows the firstborn male of the family, and I was that firstborn. I was that firstborn. No, I was the firstborn. That simply means that all my loved ones will die early. He takes a long, like, for the most part, these chapters have already been edited to the bone. But I am just reviewing them to make sure they are of what I perceive to be good value. Let's see. It's simply, okay, so when I was 5, I was too afraid to get onto the ice. I was about to join. Okay, so I wanted to remove this because it's redundant. I was about to join them when the ice cracked. I was with them, saw it happened. No, he was not. But he did have a dream about actually saving them. That's not here. Let's see. Where am I? I don't know when out to skate. To ice skate. Then I had some dream that I actually saved them, but that never happened. By the time they were dragged out of the pond, they were already dead. He looks off at the snow on the ground, not at me as if telling me something which I don't understand. I went to the circus as a child as well, something I still hope to share. Wish to share the same experience with few kids, just not how it went when I went. Something else happened. I asked curiously but cautiously. So far so good. The stream continues, which is good, what I wanted. I'm annoyed that I didn't get to stream yesterday. But I mean, yesterday all I was doing was streaming. Editing. I've spent about 4 or 5 hours on just editing alone yesterday, and I'll probably spend about that much time today on it, because I want to so this is between Charlotte and Eustace right now. You're old enough to hear this too. I wonder if when he's speaking to me like this, if it's some forbidden knowledge, like a secret he never wanted to share, but knew the time would come eventually. I was only 8 when I witnessed my surrogate mother die. She was the original mistress of death, an act they still put on to this day at the circus. I don't have much foreshadowing for the circus, which I probably need to add more in audio chapters from this. Let's see. On to this day. And your mother's mother. Wait. An act they still put on to this day, and your mother's mother. Okay. She was caught in. So I have like 3 different versions leading up to this chapter of this same event that I need to organize to make it a single event, something like that. Okay. So that was the game finishing downloading. So I'm gonna finish editing this and then probably do the next one, and then if OBS is still functioning correctly, after I do all that, I'll switch over to the stream, playing Atomic Hearts. Okay, caught in a firework bombardment at the end of the grand finale. No. She was, she fell. She fell when the tent caught fire at the end of the grand. No, not at the end. Near the end. She fell when the tent caught fire near the end of the grand finale. Okay, I need to look up how to spell that. Where are we? Grand finale. A-L-E. There were green sparks everywhere, and horse screams as she burned filled the tent. No, the tent actually collapsed. Where do I say that? As she burned the tent, and then the tent eventually came down as eventually came down as everyone fled. I don't know. I have to think more about how I want that to be. Yeah. But for now, each edit is a new, getting a new idea for how I want the story to go, basically. Let's see. He glances over at me before staring back at the midnight landscape of our side yard. Papa, I didn't know. The course affects me, and after the large funeral for my parents, who were well known in the community and loved it very much, I was then risen by my Aunt Sue, who ran an orphanage, where I met my 5 friends who helped me with my grief and made me enjoy life once more. Though I was still too young, to understand the significance of death and its toll on me. Indeed, Jimmy, Johnny, Kevin, and Ralph, we were all drafted together for the war, and they all died. My life has had one death lined up with the next, and now I swear to protect my family from any more loss. So he's desperately trying to make sure that Charlotte, in particular, does not die by death. Why is Twitch not... Twitch, why are you frozen? Are you still functioning? Okay, it's still moving with me. It was just like... I don't like seeing Twitch frozen. I mean, YouTube is doing fine, but it's stupid Twitch. Okay, so... I take a step back. I take a step back, but something changes as I hear a screech from off in the woods. And then the beating of wings as a snowy owl latches onto the railing and stares at me. I've been waiting, Sue, my papa says, taking the painting and resting it against the railing once more. Papa, I question after hearing what he's just said, then seeing this owl here. So, at this point, Charlotte does know about Sue. To a point, not entirely yet. Okay. She showed up on our first Christmas with you. I tossed out a dead mouse a day earlier, and I think she showed up thinking I would give her more food, but now she comes around the last few days of the new year, and when I tap on the railing, demonstrating with his pipe, the snowy owl screeches and hops closer to my papa. She's harmless. Come meet Sue, he says, putting a knuckle close to her beak, and she nips at it. I stare at the painting a while longer. Then approach, staring into the large yellow eyes of the owl, and I can tell she is intelligent. I get a familiar, almost nurturing feeling from her. So I need to bring up that she already knows some about her. But how? So I'm feeling from her. You brought her up when she was telling us about the warrior and the witch. And I've seen her a few times within my dreams. Not all of the world is scary. Not all of the world is dreadful, but you must be realistic, he tells me. She was here because she's hungry. Let's see. That's not realistic to think. Okay, so I need to rephrase the paragraph because it doesn't make sense the way I wrote it now. How? It's not realistic to think to. Let's see that. To think that you're being told things before they happen. That is a what was it? I just had the word. It's not phenomenon. It's not coincidence. Although I could use that word before they happened. Being told things before they happened. Paranormal. It's not realistic to think that you're being told things before they happen, or that this is coincidental. Trying to think how it sounds though. It's not realistic to think that you're being told things before they happen, or that this is coincidental. Yeah. Must be realistic, he tells me. Coincidental. But you must be. She's here because she's hungry. What about your painting of the girl seeing the large horse side? I argue, remembering, recalling the painting that showed him a few days ago before he burned all of his paintings, and I wince as those words leave me, because I feel him retaliating again. Retaliating again. I don't know. silent for a bit, and then she was here because she is hungry. Stay silent for a bit, and then trying to edit this and trying to think and trying to be live. It's very I don't know how to put it. It's like I am distracted, but I need to push through it because I want to edit things live, but the chat of no one. So I shouldn't be nervous, but still. You stay silent for a bit, and then puffs on his pipe once more. That was I can't conform with my own eyes. Conform with my own eyes what happened that night. And I do regret, can't conform with my own eyes what happened that night. So you're ignoring the truth. You're ignoring that all of, so you're ignoring the truth. Ignoring that all of us, your family, saw that, and now what is it saying? Consider toning down video settings or using faster. Okay, so what are the video settings? Output audio. What's the CPU? Does that help? So it's like over on Twitch. Over on YouTube it's fine because it doesn't like stutter. But over on Twitch, anytime there is any sort of disconnect, the thing messes up. So everything is saying it's excellent. Okay, so that's fine, let's see. So now I get to troubleshoot stupid Twitch. So maybe this works. Stream together. Stream two hours. So this is both a what do you call it? A stream and a troubleshooting experience. At least for Twitch, people on YouTube have no idea what the crap is going on. Stream and a troubleshooting. Yeah. Don't need that. Okay, well, let's continue. Okay, so you're ignoring the truth. You're ignoring that all of us, your family, saw that, and you didn't. So therefore, it never happened. Maybe that's why you painted it, to remember that it happened. He stares at me coldly, but I know he's smart, and I know he's right. I know he, and I know. Wait, I know he's smart, and I know I am right. He's just being stubborn to the facts. Facts. I changed the topic then. Because he at least isn't getting angry with me. Because he at least isn't getting angry with me. So right, let me see this. Why aren't you doing it? There we go. So we at least got 22 minutes of good streaming before it cuts off, and then we have this crap. I mean, it's still streaming, but stupid Twitch. And we'll continue, and hopefully it doesn't do the stupid drop. Hopefully I fixed the setting that was causing that issue. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, well, just keep it up. Okay, so, let's see where were we at. Because he at least isn't getting angry with me, and I would like to speak freely to him. I would like to speak freely to him. You don't see the bond. I shoot back at him while she flaps her wings, frazzled by my sudden outburst. frazzled by my sudden. Do I want to have that? Nah. I'm frazzled by my. Okay, consider turning down video settings or using video settings. So what video settings are we having issues with? Because I've used these settings before, so that shouldn't be the issue. So this is like editing and troubleshooting at the same time. Let's see, so maybe it's my webcam that's having the issues. Any video format, any. Okay, maybe instead of 60 FPS for the webcam, we go to 48. Maybe that helps. Everything else is the same. Resolution type. Default device. Okay, so maybe that helps. And YouTube is still going strong. There we are. Okay, you don't see the barn. I shoot back at him while shoot flaps or wings. Frazzled by my shut-in outpost. She's a wild animal. What bond? I see bonds with dogs, even cats. But an owl. Papa? Okay, stubborn, that's what I see here. Wild animals aren't fantasy like your drawings or even my paintings. They are real. They will attack. He stares at you, then reaches an arm for her as if attacking, only for her to use her talons on him. See, he shouts on him. His arm gets scratched, and I see blood. I see blood soaking into his white that shot. See, he shouts, you're provoking her. I tell him, but he grumbles. Your fantasies aren't real. Mine weren't. Mine were dreams that I painted. And I saw them. I argued back. I stare at the painting and the blood from Papa's scratched arm dripping onto it. The 5 bodies that lie there. They are the 5 friends that my mama told me about. You saw because those are your friends. You lost your friends during the war, and now your will to dream, to hope for something more. His face twists, and his face twists, and I have never seen more fury on his face or express on him before as he yells, almost primal, grabbing the painting and tossing it over the railing, almost hitting Sue. But she takes off, following it down as I stare down my papa, and he breathes heavily. Me losing my friends is real, not mythical creatures or giant fish that you can ride. Then I wish I could understand you to understand those feelings, I yell back without hesitation. Annoyed by all. Yeah, without hesitation. No, you do not, he shouts back. You just uttered a curse onto yourself, Charlotte. I want to know why you are like this, why you are so afraid of dreaming of something unrealistic. Because it can't happen, and now you want to see your friends die. You want to go through my pain. I regret, lies what I'm just said. No, lies, realizing what I just, stupid grammar. It always trips me up. I'm realizing what I just said. What I just said. I didn't think. But you just wish for it. You just ask willy-nilly to have. I want to make sure I'm using the. I know that's the correct term. Just want to make sure I'm spelling it right. Okay, now my phone. Why am I having issues with all my electronics today? Yeah. Okay, so if I put a dash like that, right? No, this stupid program doesn't like the way it's spelled. Yeah. To have your friends die, you want that. No, I don't. My daughter, Charlotte, that is something that comes for all of us, whether we want it or not, whether we want it to or not. But you shouldn't wish your death closer than it already is. But my dreams, my fantasies, T-A-S-I-E-S, my fantasies are real, and you used to believe. Yes. Oh, we're near the end of this. And you used to believe. You were too young for this conversation, and that match is already burning. I think I was trying to create a pun or something. That doesn't make sense. You were too young for this conversation. No, I knew you were too young. You were too young for this conversation. Papa, I tried to choose my words carefully as she flies back up to us. A piece of the painting torn in. A piece of the torn painting. is painting. Torn and in her beak. It's of the baby. We both. Yeah, it's of the crib. And baby, we both stare at her as Papa throws out his arms. Get out of here, you stupid boy, don't come back. Let's see, my papa's, and I have every bit. Why? Why did he flash? OBS is gonna kill me. Anyway, I am my papa's daughter, and I have every bit as much rage in me as he does. I channel it, and I channel it, and I channel it. Period. I'd much rather die than have no hope or will to live in a fantasy, to believe in something better for our world than war and death. Than war, than death. Us arguing is stupid. Arguing over something I know to be real is stupid. Us arguing. Charlotte, he screams at me, his voice straining as I place my hands over my ears and run back inside, tears in my own eyes. I head for my bedroom as I notice Mom and Shots are waking from the nap on the chair, but I'm done. I will continue to believe in fantasy. I will prove to Papa that it's real, that he's wrong. That's the end of the chapter, I think. Yeah. And it cut off again. So now we're doing a third stream on stupid Twitch. YouTube doesn't have this problem. YouTube is still going strong. But it's stupid Twitch is hiccuping or some crap. Why is Twitch being like this? Sing stream when internet hiccups. So like I mean I need to solve this issue because I wasn't having this issue like 2 weeks ago. Stopping when your internet hiccups because the platform requires a steady, consistent upload speed to maintain a live podcast. Even a minor interruption known as a packet loss can cause disconnects in a streaming program like OBS will detect that data is no longer reaching to its server and cause the live podcast to end. Improve internet. Okay, I'm already through an ether cable. We saw your word. Reduce network. I'm already through an ether cable. We saw your word. Reduce network congestion. Oh, wait. Okay, so that might be the issue because Steam is downloading crap. There we go again. Okay, so we be pausing that. And then we are going to, you are doing fine, you're doing, so we will end for now. I need to